me and told me to go live and keep the party rolling. Y'all believe that? So, yeah, I'm going to keep the party rolling, but you know, I'm going to do what we always do. I'm going to keep it the same way that we keep it. And basically, I want to let y'all join us first. And one, let us know if you have anything you want to talk about. But what hubby said that we were talking about tonight is a continuation of what we talked about last night. Hey, Lisha, how you doing? I see you, hubby. You say bring me on, but I don't know how to do that. You know, this new camera thing, the way the new camera works, the way my bank account is set up is I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to bring you on. But you see, y'all, let's talk about this let's talk about this. Hubby told me to go ahead and go on live and go on at the same time, and he will be back home. Now he's on the live feed talking about bring me on. He ain't home, y'all. You see how it goes? But let me see. Let me try to get him in here. And does anybody have any? I can't. Yeah, I can't. Hubby, I can't bring you on. I don't know how to do that. And this says error anyway. So it also says that the live video has ended, which is so strange. I don't think it has. I think I'm still on here. You guys shout me out. Shout me out if I'm still rolling, because my thing said that the live video has ended. But anyway, what hubby wanted to talk about, and I'm talking for him tonight, is the respect factor still. If you were here on last week, verbal respect is what Dre is saying. If you were here on last week, you know, we talked about just who gets more respect, the man or the female. And typically we're talking about African American, but across the board, who is the person that gets the most respect? Do we dog out the men? Do we dog out our men? Do they get paid more? Do they get more respect in the field? Things like that. So tonight, we want to talk about verbal respect. Verbally, I don't know who is. Y'all gotta help me out on this one, because for me, you don't say nothing to me, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. But if you start coming crazy out your mouth sideways, then of course you gonna get it back. Now, in the business and the work field, I have been disrespected a lot. coming up, being younger, working. I started working when I was 19. So coming up in that, you know, the disrespect was evident. They talk to you like you a little kid. You don't know what's going on, you know. But what, Dre? I guess, okay, I think hubby's saying, you know, making more, being in better shape and things like that. Do you disrespect your spouse if they make more, they in better shape than you, they doing things for themselves, they going out, buying all kinds of stuff, and your spouse is kind of just trying? Do you disrespect them? Do you talk to them sideways? I don't know how many people are actually going to say that they do that. Like, let's be real though. Do you do that? When your man is not pulling his weight, not doing his part, do you start talking to him like he's down here? Or are you scared because you respect him? Do you have that respect in which, hey, you know, I respect him that much that I can't come at him the way I really want to. I want to tell him, get your game up. Do better. What are you doing? You're not providing for us. You're not doing this for us. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. But instead, I just say, okay, baby, you would know if you're doing it. Oh, or you might not know. You might not know you're doing it. Dre, how close are you? You talking a lot. You can't be driving. Are you close? I think this was a setup, y'all. He said, go ahead and do the show. He'll be home. He ain't here. He talking on here. I feel like I was set up. That's how I feel. See? So the women get disrespected more than the men. Because the men know the women going to do what they say, even if they do what they say. You feel me? But anyway, how many men can come on here and say that their woman disrespect them and talk to them crazy? Because sometimes women will stop driving and talking, Dre. Sometimes women can do things and not know it. I mean, there has been times where I have been completely unaware of what I'm doing, and then something else will happen and it'll put that, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Matter of fact, this past week, one of my friends brought it to my attention that I had done something to her years ago. I said something, I did something real shady and nasty. And I just couldn't believe that. I was like, no, that wasn't me. That's not what happened. When she broke it down, it was me. And then all of the stuff that people would say about me that I always said, no, I don't do that. That stuff was true. So there's a lot of people that walk around and they hear from so many people about the things that they do and the way that they handle situations. And nah, that ain't me. That ain't me. But if that is the case, and you are doing that in your relationship, whether it's with your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your family, you know, look at the man in the mirror. Take a look at the man in the mirror and fix it, because it will deter and detour some much needed relationship. Yeah, we're going to have problems. We're going to have issues in our relationships. Things will happen. Disagreements will happen, you know, but can you make it work? Or are you disrespectful? Let me hear from y'all. I don't know who's on tonight. We're not on the Instagram feed tonight. We just on Facebook tonight. But does anybody have any comments about this? Because the disrespect is real. I actually have been witness to some disrespect. Have you ever been in a very uncomfortable situation where you're out with friends and you see the other couples and how they interact with each other, and they just the woman is like kirking on the moon, kind of like on Why Did I Get Married? How Tasha was kirking on her husband in that movie. Alicia says, a lot of times I get quiet and shut down because I don't want to argue. Sometimes things don't always come out the way I want them to. I am so with you. And sometimes the shutdown is gradual. I'll just spew out real quick. You know what? All right. You know, just to cut off the conversation. All right. You know, because I also know me. And if we keep talking, I'm going to cuss you out. I'm going to say something real disrespectful or something going to come crazy out my mouth. So I just cut it. Okay. All right, we done. I'm good. We ain't got to talk about it no more. But after it keeps happening again and again and again and again and again and again, I just shut down. And eventually you're not going to get any of me because I'll be completely shut down. And I think Dre and I have that in common. We can both get real quiet. You know, Dre doesn't like confrontation, arguing, nothing like that. And we don't really have many arguments, but when we do, we are one and the same. It's like, you know, we talk at each other, not to each other. But listen, when you shut down, when we shut down, do you feel like that helps the situation, or does it make the situation worse? Right, Dre says it's not the intent. Do you think that by closing out stuff, it causes other things to happen? Because one person told me the way that I handle stuff is I don't address it. I just put it in a box, not literally, not a literal box, but let's say an imaginary box. I put it in a box, put the top on it, put it on the top of the closet. And at some point, you end up with all these boxes stacked on top of the closet, and the rack breaks. And then that rack breaking is you flipping out. Ah! You just go out. And that's when people say, man, she crazy, man. She just flipped out on me. After the years of you doing this or acting this way or treating me this way, and I snap and just lose it, what do you expect is going to happen? No, it doesn't help at all, Alicia says. Yeah, so I think one of the things, you know, when we're younger, one of the things that they should teach us is communication, like how to effectively communicate with your family, your significant other, because when I was growing up, there wasn't any communication. It wasn't a lot of communication at all. So I grew up not knowing how to communicate and teaching myself, basically. So now I'm this grown woman teaching myself how to communicate one day at a time. Well, oh, that didn't work. That wasn't right. Oh, that person, they probably going to be mad. They ain't going to talk to you no more. You know, and then in relationships, you say what you got to say. You go to your own little space, and then you're like, maybe that wasn't the right way. But with some people, it's too late. You can go back and apologize. I'm so sorry I came at you like that. That wasn't my intention, da, da, da. And that person is like, don't ever talk to me again. So is it worth, I guess my question is it worth losing these relationships, you know, just holding on to your grudges, your bad habits and things like that? Is it worth losing those particular relationships? Hey Jenny, how you doing? We're talking about respect and relationships and communication, and how, you know, not talking in your relationships with others, and I won't, you know, just narrow it down to your significant others, but just others. Is it worth that? Excuse me, Dre is here. I need to unlock the door. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Hold tight. All right. Oh, he said never mind. So I did that for nothing. You believe that? You see how these guys are? You see what they do? So anyway, is it worth losing the relationships that you have in your life, you know, just to prove a point, or to not want to look at yourself in the mirror? I mean, is anybody guilty of that besides me? Because I can say, I'm not afraid to say, yeah, I do this. Yeah, I'm wrong. Dog, don't do that. I'm not afraid to say that's me and I need work on it. I've lost a lot of relationships Not all my fault, not always me. Um, and then there were some things that I learned about myself, and there were some things I learned about other people as well. So I don't know. What would you guys say? I know I'm talking. I know I'm talking y'all heads off. I'm talking a lot. What would you say? Would you say, you know, you communicate well? And if you do communicate well, what are some things that you do? One of the things we talked about on one of our last shows was this: when couples argue and fuss and fight, what you do is get down on your knees, face to face. Get on your knees, one person at a time. Hold hands with each other and look at each other face to face. And then y'all discuss what it is that you're feeling one by one. Get down, dog. Get down. That's not my dog. Just an FYI. But look at that. Dre is home.
Stop. Come on. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Dre. The dogs are going crazy. Anyway, let me scoot up, get you on the feed. There we go. All right. So, what did you did you hear what I said?
In regards to
Basically, like looking at the man in the mirror. Mm-hmm. You know, do you look at yourself and say, okay, I do these things and I do them probably in the incorrect manner, and I'm probably going to lose the person I'm with, but whatever, he did this and he did that, or she did this and she did that. And I'm asking, does anybody have any effective ways of communication? Because sometimes we don't learn, how to communicate when we're younger.
All right, so the place where this came from. All right, so I went out, right? I'm just getting in the house, lost track of time, whatever case may be, right? But this conversation came in. That's what made me realize what time it was to hurry up and take Bonnie. So the situation was this. Dude was saying that he felt disrespected, right? Not that she called him out his name, as far as cursing, whatever, but just the way she says certain things, and that's why I text Ron, it's like when it's not even intentional. So in other words, she's one that she's, she always exercising, doing this and the other. He's not an exercise type of dude, whatever the case may be. So she, it's always like, well, you need to do something with that, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, right? In her mind, she just talking, right? Not trying to, she don't feel that she's trying to disrespect him, right? So, and another thing is, he was like, even in her, say for instance, in her phone, she had his name under something like, I don't know, blubber or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Blubber.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot what he said.
Is that who she's with?
Right, but that's what she got in there, and it's like, it's some kind of something she said, right? But it reflected more or less to his weight or whatever. Again, in her mind, she don't feel like she's disrespecting her. She just, quote unquote, joking. I'm sorry, y'all. Joking. But he's offended, right?
Yeah.
But if he say something, now, oh, you getting soft, you weak, why you gotta, this goes back to what I was saying before, where it's how men looked upon. Like, we can't even speak upon certain things a certain way because we view differently. So I thought it was like interesting, and I want to bring that up because some people may be in relationships, and like Ron, I think I heard Ron earlier coming in, and now you need marriage, just in a relationship, it can be a friendship, but be mindful of what you're saying, right? Playful or not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My daughter, I was talking to her when she was younger. I used to joke about her weight, right? And my thing in my mind, I'm like, if I'm straightforward, she'll be prepared for the real world because they're not going to sugarcoat it. They're going to go at her. You know what I'm saying? Say certain things, whatever the case may be. In hindsight, it find out she was offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, as later on, because other people have put in her mind, like, that's, your father not supposed to do that and blase, blase. You know, just never. So I'm not knowing if she really was offended unless someone said something, because that was a joking thing that her and I had. Like, she'd talk about me, we just joked like that. But because someone gave her a different vision of what I'm saying, it made her feel or look at it differently. So now she's like, you know what? That was kind of offensive. Mm-hmm. And she said that to me. She had a conversation. So I'm like, even though in my head, I'm like, that's not my intent. But my intent don't got nothing to do with how she feels. So I had to apologize to her for that, and I don't do it now. So with my granddaughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, she might, anything she sees, she might want, but I'm not going to go, I learned from my mistakes. So I'm not going to repeat the same thing. So I'm mindful of how I approach her with that. So when I sent that to Wanda, is because we got to understand, some people are like, that's not disrespect, but it is because you're hurting someone's feelings, and it could be intentional, but listen to them. And if it's a guy, don't be like, oh, he's soft, he weak, he this. No, we human. We have feelings. You know what I'm saying? Some women even think that, you know, certain situations is a man, he's not supposed to, you know, feel a certain way. So I had a conversation with a young lady about her son. And I don't condone men putting hands on women whatsoever. But guess what? I don't condone nobody put any hands on anybody. So again, I don't raise my son to put their hands on nobody. But again, I'm not raising my son to be a punching bag. So what I said to her was, I said, okay, so this young lady grabbed a flat iron and go upside his head. You know what I'm saying? Give him a stitch. What was he supposed to do?
Yeah.
She said, he a man.
So that's no excuse, though. You a woman, you shouldn't have hit nobody. Y'all both are people.
So that's where the verbal disrespect comes in, and that's where this came from. I think some people may do it, not intentionally. That's what I told them, not intentionally, but we have to be mindful of how we say things, because what you say may be correct, but it's how you're saying it is what people are getting. You know what I'm saying? You can say, hey, you know what I'm saying, let's go for a walk, because you may think this person needs some exercise, whatever. No, but let's go for a walk or something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Instead of saying, you need to go for a walk. You looking sloppy. We gotta be mindful.
Yeah, because I'm getting there. Back on that belly game from this quarantine.
So yeah, that's where this came from. Guess so. God, I'm sorry. So, but my thing is this: like, just be mindful of other people's feelings. I know some people I don't care. You know, I'm just speaking the truth. Yeah, but I understand the truth hurts, but don't be intentional about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be mindful, because people have feelings, man. Like, we got male or female. We all have feelings. We all go through stuff. We all hurt. So,
I think Lish the only one watching us tonight. We got one viewer.
What's up, Lish? Shoot, you my man could have came through. We just went ahead and ate some good food and talked about it.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, that's we're planning on that. We do want to have some guests come and join us and just discuss some things, some topics that are on your mind, some topics that are, you know, just getting to you. Come on, Cash. Come on. She said, hey. So, yeah, that's definitely coming down the pike with couples joining us. We were doing the couples events, but as you know, things are closing and shutting down. So that's kind of hard to do, but we will be doing that couples discussion soon. So please send your topics in. We've been getting them little by little, here by here.
Like you said, this one came with just off of general conversation. I went out, you know, someone around, whatever case would be, and end up running into someone just happened to have something in mind. They were just venting. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, look at the time. Let me get it out of here, but let me put this out there so we, you know, have a topic. So
he is an attention whore, and he know we on camera too, so he want that attention. But anyway, we will not be having a show next week.
Oh.
I got something to do and Dre got something to do. But we will see you guys the week after. Lisha says I'll come. So yeah.
Let's make it happen, Captain.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, you know what? On a note, so for those who follow me on Facebook or whatever, so I have a new campaign for this year. It's called Support Over Stimulus, and what I do is support a small black business by purchasing the product and giving it away as a gift, so people can be aware of that particular business. So if you guys know any small black businesses, or DM us. I also partner with Keys to the Kingdom, and I do a grocery giveaway for a family. Once a month, because again, I ain't balling like that, but I try to do the best I can with what I have. So if you guys know families that may be in need of a grocery bag, a small black business that may need some little more attention, DM us. Just let me know.
Hit us up.
So support over stimulus. That's my campaign. And Alicia just saying it was just us. So we get back with everybody. See y'all. Week after next.
Week after next. I know we had a lot of people join us tonight. It just seemed like we must have got bored. Boring. Somebody else just joined us, but we can't see.
Who that? Say something.
Thank you, Lisha. Yeah, rep yourself. Who just joined us?
And also something else I'm doing just put on my heart. So far, I actually started with my partner, Chef Mail. He's a chef at
I forgot the name of it.
219, I believe. It's Alexandria. I apologize. Like I said, I had a little zip, so I could be off. But anyway, for his birthday last month, we fed the homeless. That's what he wanted to do. Next week, I will be partnering with Chef JoJo and my man Mo Better, and their birthday is next week, and we're going to go out and feed the homeless. If you guys know of a group or area that they're homeless, or a shelter or something, whatever case it is, DM me that too, because I would love to do that once a month also. So just let me know. Like I said, I'm in a giving. This year is being put on my heart. Coming into this year is about being a better giver.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to do my part. And just let us know.